So, after a very stressful night last night, tonight was really not so bad, but I was still nervous, like kind of expecting him to come back. And I guess we know his name now, because a cop came in towards the beginning of my night just to buy like a snack. I'm probably just, to scope the place out, make sure there's no more shiesties at that particular moment in time. And he comes in, he goes, "Were you working last night?" And I was like, "Yeah, that was me." And he's like, "Oh, so you met," I'm going to call him David because I don't want to use any real names. So he's like, "Oh, you met David." And I was like, "Yep, I sure did." And he's like, "He's been in here at least 4 times on my shift." And he was like, "Yeah, he's pretty goofy." I was like, "Goofy? What what an understatement. He's goofy." But anyway, towards the beginning of the night, Old Man Walking Stick came in again, and he was talking to me for a long time, but it was really busy. People kept coming in and out and in and out, and he finally, like, I get a free moment, but there's still cars outside, and he goes, "So, when are you gonna check the trashes?" And I was like, "Oh, I do that in the morning, like, after I open, just because people put trash in there at night." And he's like, "So, maybe you should just, like, stand in front of the camera for a little bit." I was like, "What?" And I was so confused. I actually stood out of the way because I thought he was making fun of me for blocking the security camera, which I'm actually not. I'm just too short. I'm too short. And he goes, no, "You're not taking the hint." He's like, "Scooch over a little bit." "I have something for you." I was like, "Oh." So I scooch over, and he leans on the counter, and he's got a pill bottle full of weed inside, and he's holding it like this in his hands, and he's like, "So show me the lottery tickets." So I lean over, very discreetly, we exchange the bottle in our hands, and so I'm like, "Oh, well, we have this one and this one, but to be honest, I wouldn't recommend any of them because they're terrible. Buying lottery tickets is not worth it, in my opinion. It has never been worth it. Very, very seldom do I see people come out on top when buying lottery tickets, because how would they make money if everyone won? The way the lottery makes money is most people lose. And I told him that. I'm like, "I don't gamble because the house always wins. It's not worth it." He's like, "Well, the house doesn't always win, but you're right. It's not worth it." I'm like, "Okay." Really appreciative of Old Man Walking Stick. He's great, honestly. He's great. Sometimes, the other day, I was on my way home in the morning after work, and he saw me. He was smoking behind a fence by his apartment. He's like, "Come here." "Have some. Here you go." And I did. I had some. And it was good. I was like, "Oh, this is tasty." He's like, "Yeah, I'm still trying to find Northern Lights number 5, but I just can't. It seems like they don't make it anymore." And I was like, "How's that?" He keeps talking about this one particular strain, Northern Lights number 5 in particular. And this Northern Lights still exists, but there's like different numbers. He's like, "Number 5 is the best strain. And it's the best one for like pain and neurological issues." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take your word for it," because I honestly had never tried that particular one. Most likely, I've been only smoking for like about 10 years. So I'm more knowledgeable than maybe the average person. But he's like in his 60s. He's an old school, like, Grateful Dead stoner. He's got Grateful Dead pins on his hat and everything, and he's a veteran too. So he's the old school. What else happened today? Oh yeah, so I have this one girl that comes in frequently, and she likes to compliment my makeup, and honestly, she's gorgeous. And so every time she compliments my makeup, I'm like, blushing, and I feel like melting into a puddle because honestly, I think hers is better, but it means a lot to me. And I guess a guy came in tonight that I recognized, and I didn't know he knew her. And he came in and he's like, "Oh, so and so says to say hi, and she loves you." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." It made me blush like a lot, a lot. Ooh, I can't say this. Maybe I can. I think I have a crush, but I can't. No, not okay. I can't pursue it because I have a boyfriend, and I'm pretty sure she does too. But like sometimes things like this happen, and I'm like, oh, is that what a crush feels like? Oh shit, it makes me uncomfortable because I don't like to allow myself to have these sorts of feelings because I always end hurt. So I'll just say I want to be her friend. I want to be her friend. That would be so cool. But that's it anyway. Oh man, it's already 6 minutes on this video, and I'm like, you can tell I'm a little bit flustered right now. Pepsi came. I just did all this, and I'm almost done. I just gotta clean the coffee pots, and then I'm done. I gotta wait for Frito Lay. They didn't come on Saturday, so I don't know what was going on with that. Hopefully, we get like a double order tonight, or I don't know how it's gonna work. And hopefully everything's gonna be in the system. They're all new bags because they shrunk them. They shrunk the amount that's in the bag for all of the chips. Disappointing. Anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, so I mean technically it's already Wednesday, but you know what I mean. I'll have a lovely, wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.